Most people don't fail with money because they're lazy or unlucky. They fail because they keep making the same critical money mistakes over and over again. These mistakes are like invisible chains, holding them back from financial freedom. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 most common money mistakes that are keeping you poor, and more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to avoid them before it's too late, so you can start building real wealth today. Let's dive right into the first and most common mistake: spending before you invest. Think about how most people handle their paycheck. The money comes in, they pay their bills, buy groceries, go out with friends, maybe get that new gadget they've been eyeing. Then, if there's anything left at the end of the month, they might save or invest it. This is the financial formula for staying exactly where you are. Rich people, on the other hand, completely reverse this order. The moment they get paid, the very first transaction they make is to move money into their investments. They pay themselves first, then they live on whatever is left. This small shift in sequence makes all the difference. When you only invest the leftovers, you're telling yourself that your financial future is an afterthought. But wealth isn't built on afterthoughts. It's built by making investing a non-negotiable priority, just like your rent or your mortgage. You have to decide to build your future first, and then build your current lifestyle around that commitment. This brings us to the second major mistake: lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, a promotion, or a new, higher-paying job. Congratulations. You should have more money to save and invest, right? But what usually happens? That bigger paycheck suddenly means a bigger apartment in a nicer neighborhood. It means upgrading from a reliable used car to a brand new one with a hefty monthly payment. It means more expensive dinners, designer clothes, and pricier vacations. This is lifestyle inflation in a nutshell. Your income goes up, but so does your spending, often at the exact same rate. As a result, your savings rate stays flat or even goes down. You're working harder and earning more, but you're not getting any closer to financial freedom. Wealthy people understand this trap. As their income grows, they intentionally keep their core lifestyle relatively stable. They might enjoy a few small upgrades, but they resist the urge to inflate their entire life. That growing gap between what they earn and what they spend is where real wealth is created. That gap is pure investment fuel. So the next time you get a raise, your first thought shouldn't be, "What can I buy?" It should be, "How much more can I invest?" Mistake number 3 is a subtle one that traps millions: using debt to look rich. Our society makes it incredibly easy to spend money we don't have. Credit cards offer instant gratification, making a $1,000 purchase feel painless in the moment. Car loans can make a $60,000 luxury vehicle seem affordable with low monthly payments. You see people on social media with flashy cars, designer bags, and exotic vacations, and you think they must be wealthy. But often they're just deep in debt. They're renting a lifestyle they can't actually afford. This is the ultimate financial illusion. You look rich to others, but your bank account and net worth are actually going backward. Every dollar you pay in interest on consumer debt is a dollar that could have been invested and working for you. Bad debt like credit card debt and car loans for depreciating assets steals your future income. It forces you to work to pay for decisions you made in the past. Real wealth isn't built by normalizing debt. It's built by systematically destroying it. Focus on what makes you wealthy, not what makes you look wealthy. The fourth mistake is perhaps the most fundamental: not learning about money. Think about it. We spend more than a decade in school learning history, science, and literature. Then we spend years in a career, honing our skills to become better at our jobs and earn more money. We dedicate tens of thousands of hours to learning how to make money. But how much time does the average person spend learning how to manage it, grow it, and make it work for them? Close to zero. Our schools don't teach financial literacy. Our jobs don't teach wealth-building strategies. So people just wing it. They avoid the topic because it feels complicated or intimidating. But what you don't understand will always control you. If you don't understand how investing works, you'll be too scared to start. If you don't understand how debt works, you'll fall into its trap. Rich people make financial education a lifelong pursuit. They read books, listen to podcasts, and learn from experts. They understand that their financial knowledge is their greatest asset. It's time to stop avoiding it and start investing in your own financial education. And that leads us to the fifth and final mistake, always waiting for the right time to start. This is the excuse that paralyzes progress. You hear it all the time. I'll start investing when I get that promotion. I'll create a budget next year after the holidays. The market looks a little shaky right now. I'll just wait for the perfect time to get in. Here's the hard truth. The perfect time never comes. There will always be a reason to delay. Life will always be busy. The market will always be uncertain. The people who succeed financially are not the ones who timed everything perfectly. They are the ones who started. They started early, even if it was with a small amount. They started. When it was inconvenient, they understood that consistency is far more powerful than timing. The magic of compounding needs time to work its wonders. Every single day you wait is a day of lost growth that you can never get back. The old saying is true. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Time in the market will always beat timing the market. So we've identified the 5 big mistakes: spending before investing, lifestyle inflation, using debt to look rich, ignoring financial education, and waiting for the perfect time. Now, how do we fix them? It's actually simpler than you think. It comes down to a few powerful rules. First, pay yourself first. Automate your investments so they happen before you can even touch the money. Second, keep your lifestyle below your income. As you earn more, prioritize increasing your investment rate, not your spending. Third, kill bad debt. Create a plan to aggressively pay down high-interest credit cards and loans. Stop borrowing for things that go down in value. Fourth, learn the basics of investing. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius. Understand simple concepts like index funds, diversification, and compound interest. And finally, the most important rule: start now, not later. Open that investment account today. Start with $50. If you have 2, the amount doesn't matter as much as the habit. These are simple rules, but when applied consistently, they produce powerful, life-changing results. Let's wrap this up. For most people, the barrier to wealth isn't their income. It's the repeated, destructive habits and mistakes that sabotage their progress year after year. But the good news is that these are just habits, and habits can be changed. Once you identify these mistakes in your own life and start actively correcting them, you'll be amazed at how quickly things can turn around. You'll stop fighting against your money and start making it work for you. If you want to keep learning about business, finance, and investing with content that actually helps you grow, make sure you subscribe to the Investing Square TV. Thanks for watching.